I'm a pole dancer. I only dance with Polish people. Fortunately, tweets are a never-ending story, so I'm gonna keep these episodes coming. So, tweets about Polish people, episode 14. Polish people are annoying. That feeling when they don't use punctuation so you have no idea how to read the tweet. Polish people are so annoying, why can't we pronounce the last letter of the word which is a consonant properly? And a note. Yes, I wrote that about ang being called ang all the time. You mean being. Making voiced consonants voiceless is an essential part of the Polish language, so it's buried very deep inside of us. It's not that easy to get rid of, but I do understand that it might be a bit annoying. Polish people, please stop arguing in the street. It's 4 a.m. and I'm gay. What? Where's the correlation? Am I missing something? I'm so confused right now. My maiden name is Polish. It has silent letters, complicated pronunciation, it's a mess. Polish people of old must have created surnames like we create secure passwords. It needs 14 obscure consonants, an uppercase, a number, a special character, throw in an underscore too. I like this. Even though, I still think that Polish doesn't really have silent letters. If her last name has silent letters, plural, she probably has more than one pair of C and H bound together. Because that's the only case where a letter is actually silent. But Polish people don't even realize this, because I remember talking to Tony, the foreign citizen, when he told me that back in the US he was called the silent C, because his last name is Machalski. And the very first seconds I was like, what? How does that refer to you? And then I realized, oh, the CH. The C is silent. Well, technically, because both CH and the single H in most of Poland, not everywhere still, but mostly they are pronounced the same. And only after this talk I realized that Polish actually has one silent letter in one case. Because mostly they are not silent letters, they are just pairs of letters that make new sounds. And when they're separate, they have their own sounds, right? Example, R and Z, when you put it together, it's ży. Simple, simple. So we don't really treat the C and CH as a silent letter because, well, CH is like both of the letters are treated as a letter. Kind of. It's not technically a letter, but we do treat it that way because it just makes a sound when they are together. But I'm really curious what her maiden name was. Really curious right now. Especially where she sees the silent letters, because I may not be realizing things still. Maddie wasn't lying, Polish people do clap on planes. LMAO. Yeah, they do. We do. I don't really associate with people who clap on planes. And some people even ask, why is it considered, I don't know, lame or something? Well, first of all, the pilot probably doesn't even hear you. And the second thing is that it kind of sounds like, oh yeah, you didn't fuck it up. Great job. And that kind of sounds like you were expecting the pilot to do something wrong. But I know that it is a way of showing gratitude to the pilot. So that's why it even started, I think. And Billy Sparrow and Hania S made a video lately and they talked about it, and Billy said that if we clap on planes, we should be clapping also on buses, in public transport, on trains, just everywhere. Everywhere when someone got you to the destination, you should be clapping, because only this way it's fair. Because you can't have an accident on a bus, it's actually more likely than on a plane. Polish people are friendly AF. hanging out with some random dudes who asked if they could chat with us and work on their English. In the tweets I already talked about the issue of Polish people being abroad and being closed in this bubble of Polish people, that they only hang out with other Polish people and maybe other immigrants like Czech people or something, but never really with English people. Of course, it doesn't happen always. This tweet shows it perfectly, and that's very good. I am very proud. But many Polish people do that, and it's really refreshing to see that some Polish people don't, that they just get out there and improve their English to communicate with the citizens better, because you're actually living in their country, right? Actual thing someone said to me while working yesterday. You're nice. What's your name? Are you Italian, Mexican, Polish? Please don't say you're Polish. I'm not Polish, but on behalf of all Polish people, I gave him a good resting bitch face. Atta girl. This dude is honest to God fighting me, telling me Polish people aren't white. Recently, when I went for coffee with someone, I ordered flat white because I figured that it described me perfectly. So yes, Polish people are white. Probably the whitest. I think Polish people can live and die without seeing any black folk. Yeah, it is possible. Maybe not in the younger generation. Now it's very difficult to not see a black person your entire life. Should I say black though? Is it okay to say black? It's weird to say African American because not every black person is American. So, like, a black person living in France. No, that's an African American. How does that make sense? So I'm just gonna say black, but I really don't mean it in a bad way, okay? I'm not even sure if my grandma has ever seen a black person. She probably did, but I think it is very likely for people who live in small towns or the countryside that they never see a black person, like, live, you know, not in a movie. In big cities, it's almost impossible to not see a black person. Sometimes I go outside and I see 3 black people in one day. And I say it like it's something unique and it might sound a bit offensive or something, but it is unique for us still. Wow, Polish people are so racist. Wow, you managed to meet someone from the 5% of Polish people. That's an achievement. She's watching the taxi driver pulls away. A taxi driver told me yesterday that he likes Polish people because they're racist. This is why I don't associate with Polish people in Britain. So we're not white, but we're racist. I mean, non-white people can also be racist, but racism is definitely the most associated with white people, so it's kind of... It sounds kind of abstract that we're not white, but we still manage to be racist. The taxi driver would probably be disappointed right now, but as I said, not really that many Polish people are actually racist. We might feel unfamiliar towards other nationalities because, as I said, it's not too common to see Black, Hindu people, more Asians, definitely. There are many Asians in Poland, so we just got used to them. I mean, it really sounds weird when I say it like that. We got used to Asians, but as Darek once said, it's a bit like seeing a person who has a golden skin tone, like pure gold on their skin. It's just something that we don't see that often. So we might appear racist because we're just not used to it. Poland should probably open up more to people from other skin tones and other cultures so that we stop seeing it as uncommon or something new, you know? Polish people are not meant to spend time in the sun. Have you been on a Polish beach this time of the year? All you see is brown people. But sometimes, especially men, middle-aged men, wear hats in the sun and they get the Polish flag face. Very patriotic. Polish people sucks. So does your grammar. Polish people hate Polish people the most. The fact. As a Polish person, my special talent is hating Polish people. Same. I built this channel on hating Polish people, everyone knows that. Nobody hates Polish competitors in Eurovision more than Polish people. This made me think of Michał Szpak, because he used to be kind of... people pointed fingers at him and laughed at him because he looked a specific way. He changed his looks a little bit, but he's still kind of unique looking, and people used to really hate on him and give really nasty comments about his looks. But when he was a competitor in the Eurovision, people started loving him because he actually has a beautiful voice. So he was pointed at when he wasn't in Eurovision, but when he was in Eurovision, suddenly he's the god. But I don't really follow Eurovision, so I might be wrong. Am I the only person in Poland who doesn't care about Eurovision? Am I the only Polish person interested in music and singing who doesn't watch Eurovision? Maybe let's put it that way. Polish people are so embarrassing, I can't believe I'm one of them. Am I like this too? I don't know about you, but I definitely am. Polish people be like, hold this L for me, kurwa. Polish people stop saying kurwa after every word challenge. Challenge accepted. Kurwa. Impossible! I always get a good laugh when I see Polish people put the Indonesian flag in their Instagram bio. I saw the Indonesian flag in tweets, but does this really happen? If this really happens, well, you can do that, but nie nazywaj siebie Polakiem. Polish people on the phone be like, tak, 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 dobra, dobra, tak, 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 tak. Is this a mind-blown emoji? You forgot about a very important thing. No. Because we nod, but we say no. Because no is yes. It's like, yep, or yeah, or something like that. So it's like, no, 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 no tak. No, no dobra, no pa. Polish people living in Ireland are coming together to donate blood today as part of the Bloody Foreigners #BloodyForeigners campaign. Last year, more than 1,100 people donated blood here. Yeah, this dude looks very Polish. As a person who doesn't weigh enough to donate blood and is also very terrified of it, I am very proud, I encourage it very much, and I also love the hashtag because it has a double meaning. Bloody foreigners because they donate blood, but also bloody foreigners or bloody foreigners. I cannot do that. Had a low V? I didn't see that before. Had a low V bit of banter. It should be lovely. With some woman in Lidl, and she had to go ruin it by talking about too many Polish people. Apparently Polish people have troubles understanding Slovak. Slovak? Oh, I have no idea how to pronounce that. So I'm fucked. Well, yeah, Slovacki is very similar to Czech, but I met up with a Czech viewer. It was more than a year ago, I think. Yeah. And we had to talk in English because we wouldn't understand one another if one spoke Czech and the other one spoke Polish. So if you're Slovak or Czech and you are in Poland, just speak English. Is it a stereotype that Polish people eat swans everywhere, or did Buns make it up about me? Is this a typo, or does she actually mean eat swans? Who the hell would eat swans? I can understand pasta with sugar, but swans? So that's why English people hate Polish people, because they think that we eat swans. It makes perfect sense. I can finally understand why. No, we don't eat swans, English people. Your holy birds are safe. How do you even catch a swan? They are so aggressive. I can't complain about the double plural in pierogies anymore because all the Polish people at work add the Polish plural ending to English words. Wheeze at that one person in the comments. Is that wheeze at? Am I really sure? That one person in the comments insisting the proper English plural is pierugs. Bitch, it literally isn't, and Polish people say chipsy, so who are you to talk? Thank you. Double thank you. Yo, Polish people are dead as living in 3018. It's AMF booth for smokers inside the airport. And it's kind of disturbing because this dude on the left in a striped t-shirt looks totally like my brother. And he used to smoke, he dresses a similar way, and he also stands a similar way. But one thing that makes me certain that it's not him is that he doesn't have a scar in the back of his head, so I am not freaked out. That's not him. But I thought that we took the smoker booth from the West, just like the rest. But it's also a bit funny to me because, well, I don't smoke, so I don't even find it necessary, and it kind of makes me laugh that people need to smoke so bad that they need a separate booth for it. So yeah, hashtag tweets never die. What? I'm trying to come up with something brilliant to say at the end, but the tweets were brilliant themselves, so there's just not much to say anymore. So that's gonna be it for today. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you like the video, and see you in the next one. Bye!